The All-Star Game voting has ended, the stage is set for the rosters, and we have our representatives of each team for this year's All-Star festivities coming soon to a ballpark near you. If you live in Washington State. If you live anywhere else, the ballpark won't be near you, sorry. For those who don't know, the All-Star rosters are supposed to have at least one player from every team in the league on it. Should it be this way? I don't know. And I guess that could be a whole other conversation on its own, but the point is even the worst teams have to have guys headed to the All-Star game, even if just one. So anyway, there are some serious all-star snubs that I gotta talk about. There really aren't any valid reasons these players aren't all-stars. If you're part of the 70% of viewers not subscribed, come aboard and make sure to hit that button if you enjoy the content, and join the wonderful subscribers of the channel. As wins above replacement, aka WAR, is a stat that calculates and tells us how many wins a player is worth. The top 5 players in WAR this season so far goes as this: Shohei Ohtani at number 1, because obviously, Ronald Acuna Jr. at 2nd, because obviously, Wander Franco at 3rd, Luis Robert at 4th, and then Ha-Seong Kim at 5th. Off rip, you would assume all 5 of these players are all-stars, but they're not. 3 of them are. Shohei, Acuna, and Luis Robert are all-stars. Wander Franco and Kim are not all-stars. Kim likely should be an all-star as well, but I'm going to put more of the focus here on Wander Franco. Wander, like I just said, is number 3 in all of baseball and Baseball Reference's version of wins above replacement, yet is not an all-star. That's a snub. Franco's hitting stats don't jump out as someone who necessarily needs to be an all-star, especially when you consider those hitting stats aren't the best on his own team. But they're still good hitting stats, and on top of that, Franco's defense and stolen base numbers are a big reason why his WAR is at the top of baseball. Yes, he did have a little bit of drama considering the Rays decided to bench him for 2 games because of his attitude, as he apparently wasn't being the best teammate and handling his anger well, but the entire Rays team, from the players to the coaches and manager, have all showed and voiced their support for the 22-year-old. Luis Robert, who is an all-star, also got benched earlier this season by the White Sox, but in this instance, it was for a lack of hustle. So the bench stuff shouldn't have anything to do with it. Franco has been one of the most valuable players in all of baseball this season. He should be an all-star along with his other 3 Rays teammates, Yandy Diaz, Randy Arozarena, and Shane McClanahan, who were named to the roster, deservingly so. The next big snub, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now, I'll address the elephant in the room immediately. Yes, he was suspended last year for taking a banned substance, but first off, it wasn't really proven to be anything that would make you stronger or better, like something Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Alex Rodriguez, what those guys, for example, took. Also, he was incredible before the suspension and has been nothing short of incredible since his return from the suspension in late April. So to me, although it was dumb for Tatis to not go through team doctors and take a substance that was banned by the league, the suspension doesn't and shouldn't have anything to do with him being an all-star or not. Fernando Tatis Jr. is tied for 5th in all of baseball and Baseball Reference WAR despite missing a good chunk of games to start the year. He's hitting .286 with an OPS near 900 with 16 home runs while also playing a solid right field. He's been great. And also, he's Fernando Tatis Jr., a superstar, and should be treated as such, by being voted or put into the All-Star game. We then get to Ketel Marte of the Diamondbacks. Marte is on a first-place D-backs team, is tied with Juan Soto, Luis Arraez, and his very own teammate Corbin Carroll, the rookie star, in WAR. Arraez obviously should get the nod for second base, considering he's having a historic season based off his high batting average. That's someone you want to put on a pedestal and promote in the All-Star game. But that doesn't take away the all-star caliber year Ketel Marte has put up. He deserves it. There are other snubs too, of course, but these 3 are the ones I wanted to bring the light to the most. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.